Hey guys, I am back here at Road America at the Mama Spring Rally, and this time I have a Ford Maverick Tremor edition. So let's take a look at that. So the cool thing about the Tremor is it has all these orange to gold colored accents in it. To me, it looks gold, but I think that they're actually saying that it's orange. But they have these accents everywhere, and it kind of just lets you know that this is a Tremor edition. Now, with the Tremor off-road package, you actually get 1-inch lift, you get trail control, you get an off-road tuned suspension, you get all-wheel drive with a 4-wheel drive lock, and it comes with the 2.0 EcoBoost engine. Now that 2.0 EcoBoost engine gives you 250 horsepower, 277 foot-pounds of torque. This color is actually the cactus gray, and it looks really good with these orange accents and all this black and dark gray on here. It looks really good. The base price on this is going to be $24,455. This one, as I'm driving it today, is going to be $32,470. Now let's take a look at the inside. Now, nothing too special about the inside. It does carry that orange into the interior with the orange stitching on the seats, and you get the Tremor logo there in the back of the seat. Instrument clusters are the same as every other Maverick, and the screen's not huge, but it works. It functions. Down here, you've got your controls for your climate, and it just is really simple layout. Or you have your gear knob here, and then you have any of your off-roading that you need. So here is where you turn on your Tremor for going off-road, and you've got your a few different buttons here. You got auto hold, you got your rear locker. There is your 4-wheel drive lock, instead of having the temporary all-wheel drive. It looks pretty nice. It's pretty simple in here. It's not huge by any means, but I fit in here, so that is a plus. Moving on to the back. The back is about the same as the front. It's just the gold stitching. It's about the same as everyone. I will get in here. You can see how much room that I do have. I still have about 2 fingers. This seat is where I would drive in. And it does have a cutout too, if you are a little bit taller, to fit in there. And above my head, it looks like I probably got about 2 inches, 2.5 inches there. So that's actually pretty good too. Also back here, you do have a 12-volt plug. So that'll be handy. Plenty of space in the doors for drinks. You do have the center console here that will hold 2 cup holders. These seats, I believe, will flip up. They have a handle here. We can pull and flip this up, and you have storage under the seats, similar to the Ranger. Actually, there's a decent amount of room back there. This one does have the bed spray and bed liner on it, and it is pretty nice. Now the bed is only about 4.5 feet long. Extended with this takes it out to about 6 feet in total. It has this little notch on this tab, and you can pull this out, and then you can actually take this off. Once you take that off, then you can hook it up here. You do that on both sides. You actually angle your tailgate. So if you have wood planks, you have OSB or something there in the back, you can lay that across there, and it will lay against the top of this, and that way you keep your boards straight. And it's actually level with your wheel wells. So it will stretch out straight across there. And this does have a 18-inch wheels. I really like the way that they look. They are nice in that little orange or gold accent, and the wheel looks amazing. I like how they put the black plastic across the bottom. You know, everybody hates how they get the rusted rocker panels and stuff now. So all of this being plastic down here, you don't have to worry about that all rusting out, hopefully. So I think that was a great decision. A lot of automakers are doing that now, and it's a lot easier that if something happens, you can actually replace that piece than to have to replace rust. So that's it for the outside. Let's go take this for a drive. Okay, so this is my first time driving a Ford Maverick. Now, it's pretty cool. It's the first Ford Maverick that I am gonna be driving is the Tremor edition. This is a pretty cool truck. Probably not what most people will buy, but coming in at right around $25,000 as a starting price. And so this one, as I'm driving it right now, it's actually $32,500. And really, that's not a bad deal. You get a 2.0 liter EcoBoost in this, and it gets about 250 horsepower. This Ford Maverick is actually pretty nice. It's bigger than what I thought it was going to be in here. It is actually a pretty good size. I really thought it was going to be super tiny, was not going to be big enough for me or my family or anything like that, but it actually is a really good size. Now let's get it going. Somebody's coming. Wow, it almost felt like the front end with the all-wheel drive had a little torque steer. Now, I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that's kind of how it felt just now. It felt like it was wanting to pull one way or the other. It's probably not so much torque steer as the direction that I may have had the steering wheel and it's pulling it in that direction, but actually got up and really got moving pretty quick for a little 4-cylinder turbo engine. Now, that engine is paired to an 8-speed transmission, which I am glad that it did have the 8-speed transmission instead of the 10-speed transmission. So I really like that 8-speed transmission feels a lot better, a lot smoother. So hopefully they go back into that direction. The 10-speed, though, probably gets you a little bit better gas mileage. Having the Tremor package on here, so you do have a tuned off-road suspension. So everything is going to feel a little harsher, the bumps, and it's going to feel a little stiffer. So you're not going to have as much of a comfort ride as you would probably with the standard Maverick, but some people like that to be a little bit stiffer. The good thing is that being a little bit stiffer, when you go into the corners, you have a lot less body roll, a lot less lean into it. That makes the truck a lot more stable. Boy, that was the collision alert because that van that was right in front of us, for some reason, the truck thought we were going to hit the van. I was planning to turn before I got to the van, so I don't know why it thought that. It's actually pretty quiet in here. The engine sounds really smooth. The materials in here are pretty decent. I mean, some of this it feels kind of like a cheaper plastic, but it is a cheaper truck. And this is not geared mainly for off-roading. It's not geared mainly for luxury. If you want those, then you want to go into the Lariat, where you're going to get a little bit softer touch materials, a little bit more leather. So that's what you want to do there. But this is just a good family cheap vehicle that gets good gas mileage. Yeah, it really does shift well. It really does bite and grab. This transmission is doing an excellent job in this truck. Everything is real close, easy to get to. The seating position is really good. I feel comfortable. The seat is comfortable. If you're going to get a Maverick, I would suggest getting this Tremor. It really does feel good. It feels comfortable. I would recommend, highly recommend this Ford Maverick. So thank you for being with me, and I will see you in the next one.